Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. So much has happened this week, and if you've been following my channel, you know that I share my own experiences here, as well as the messages that I receive from Spirit. And I ask that you go within for your own connection to Spirit and your own confirmation and discernment of truth. I never expect anyone to believe in my own personal experiences or my own truth, because the truth is within you. So, as always, take what resonates here and leave the rest. So, I had some really beautiful things happen this week, and also some challenging things happen since last Sunday. So, through this entire week, I have been sharing the things that I see in the world being revealed on my personal social media. And I'm a blue ray soul, and so my throat chakra is wide open, and I tend to gravitate towards speaking my truth, communication, as well as singing as part of my purpose in this lifetime. Well, as the revelations are starting to come out faster and faster, as Spirit has been telling us would happen, I feel called to create awareness around these events. As I have been doing this, I have received a lot of attacks from others. This week alone, I have been told that me sharing my spiritual messages from my guides is cultish, that I have been told that I cannot be spiritual and have opinions about politics. I've been told that I'm sharing misinformation. I've even been called a racist this week. And some of these people have been people who are my friends and family. But the worst attack yet was from a person that I considered to be a trusted friend and someone that I've unfortunately publicly supported. This person slandered me with made-up stories on a platform that I'm not even on, so that this could be done behind my back without me knowing it and without a way for me to stand up and defend myself. Fortunately, Spirit has my back, and another friend felt guided to alert me of this situation. While on this platform, she witnessed and documented everything for me to see. When I corroborated the story with another friend who also works with this person, we slowly started to discover that she had even made up other stories behind our backs in order to pit us against each other. She also had given different versions of her family life to each of us. As the lies unfolded, we were dismayed at how we could have missed all of this as empathic healers. But in my opinion, everything happens for a reason. Everything that we experience is a lesson. This particular lesson breaks my heart because the person who slandered me and has done these things is experiencing severe trauma herself. So I'm not going to mention this person's name or the details of the other things this person has done, because I don't want to create more drama around this situation for her or for anyone else involved. I haven't spoken to this person in about a week, and I don't think I ever will. But what I will say is that talking about others behind their backs in public before talking to them first about the situation, or making up stories, slander, contention, gossip, pitting people against each other, all these things are not something that I wish to be part of. So unfortunately, I can no longer endorse this person. And after many red flags, I kept giving this person the benefit of the doubt rather than trusting my own instincts, because I wanted to help. But the fruits are now in full view. I send this person nothing but love and healing, and I forgive them. Lesson learned: always use your own discernment when listening to anyone, including myself. I don't claim to be anyone's leader or guru. I'm just here sharing my own experiences in hopes that through my own journey, you might gain your own insight along the way. So in today's channeled message, I'd like to ask Spirit to expound on why all this negativity is being directed towards me and other light workers who seem to be experiencing this lately, and maybe how we can deal with it while remaining grounding and while standing in our truth and power without fear of being targeted again. I also wanted to share a beautiful message from Spirit that my friend Robin Rice channeled for me, and this really felt like a boost from the guides in order to keep me in a positive mindset after all of this went down. So I'm just going to read that for you really quick. The message reads, I have been feeling very pressed to give messages to Katrina Whitney. They have said to me that she is of great frequency in the rising of song and sound at this time. There is much bringing down of certain vibrational song and sound, and we are one of pleasing upon her at this time for her resilience of truth within. We bring upon her knowing into more of her journey within the counsels of light. These are gifts for her to unlock and unravel within her being at this time. As we traverse through time and space, there are differences of reality that are unfolding within the realms of man, and many do not understand the realms of which we speak. As we are anchoring and holding within this pillar of light for you and around you, we leave you in loving grace. We are thinking upon you. We are loving upon you, for you are the loving grace of all that is. So I wanted to thank Robin for bringing that beautiful message to me, and it really did help ease the pain of what I experienced this week. So now on to the more positive experience I've had over the last few days. I felt some sort of positive shift or energy on the full moon eclipse this week, and I took a photo on the cover of this video that evening. If you watched my video from last Sunday, I shared a message from Archangel Gabriel. That was the first time I had connected with this particular angel, and I also mentioned that I saw a moonflower on my walk, and it was in full bloom, and this same flower popped up on my feed the next day as a synchronicity. Well, during the week, I also learned that this flower goes by another name, and as another synchronicity would have it, it's also called Angel's Trumpet, which makes total sense in that I kept seeing Gabriel with a trumpet in my mind's eye all week. In that message, it was explained to me that this angel was the annunciator and that trumpets have been sounded and that judgment was at hand, not for those connected to the true creator, but for those who have been causing harm to humanity and the planet. So aside from all the judgment flying around within humanity and even within the spiritual community and towards me, it does seem that judgment is unfolding in our society on a whole, as Gabriel said it would. In this week alone, we have seen judgment in the world, as we finally saw a real arrest concerning a major rap artist, along with mountains of sickening evidence as to what he has been doing to women and, quote, other people. So we may see a huge domino effect with that situation and all the people he is connected to. Then we have a Borat-style movie called Am I a Racist that just came out, exposing ideologies that, in my opinion, actually create separation and division. Many people, including blacks, are loving it and giving it glowing reviews, and we saw it today and we also recommend it. The people highlighted in this film are shutting down their social media accounts in seeming embarrassment. We then have memes and jingle songs meant to poke fun at Mr. T boomeranging back and being embraced by his supporters. We have also seen a whistleblower from border security come forth sharing his testimony before Congress about the covering up of the migration agenda and terrorists coming into our country. We saw a very targeted attack on this group with the least amount of civilian casualties that you could ask for. And on a hopeful note, I saw one hospital forgive all the liens against homes for unpaid medical bills. I personally owe about $40,000 in medical bills for a 1-week stay this year, so I'm hoping this trend continues in our favor. Another thing I was shown recently was that the Temple Mount is possibly sitting right on top of King Solomon's temple, and perhaps Gabriel will explain further if and why this is significant information at this time. So pay attention as all darkness continues to be brought into the light, because as all is exposed, it does create a path for us to bring forth new creation. So the last thing I wanted to mention is that this morning we were walking by the river and I came upon a dead snake with its head missing. And I immediately thought, did they cut off the head of the snake yet? In military terms, cutting off the head of the snake means to remove the enemy leader first so as to weaken an organization and cause it to wither. When I reached out to see who wanted to bring forth a message today, Archangel Gabriel stepped forward once again. And this is what I heard as I typed out his words. As I come with my trumpet, I continue to blow my horn in annunciation of judgment. In some spiritual circles, it is believed that there is no judgment, and there is no good and no evil. But this is not so. The scales of justice must be balanced with mercy. And it is at this great time of transition that justice will be set forth by the Creator within your earthly realm, so that mercy can be set forth to those who have not been able to fully express their true being due to the suppression of sovereignty through the many fallen systems and organizations and ideologies upon your planet. As more truth comes to light, many will awaken as to the deeper layers of control that have been behind the suppression of freedom for many years. Any ideology that exercises control over another's free will is not of the Creator. These forces of control and chaos wish to thwart the light of those who are assisting in ushering in the new dawn or golden age. These forces have a myriad of ways that they deceive others and create division and chaos. Sometimes they even work through unaware vessels and those who are close to you when other means are not working. Do not take this personally. There is a spiritual battle coming to a head, and the darkness is rearing its ugly head. When we think of cutting off the head of the snake, remember that the body may still continue to gnash and writhe before its final demise. There is indeed an ideology of control, and this organization does not value human life. It has been exerting its force upon the planet under the sign of the present moon for many centuries. It has taken over countries, it has permeated religions, it has indoctrinated its subjects. It is an undemocratic republic that wishes to enforce its own glorification of death upon the world like a boa constrictor, squeezing the life force of God-given sovereignty out of every human on the planet. But it will continue to come to naught, for the freedom horses are the medicine, and their energy runs through all creation at this time. There is nothing that can stop it. Continue to stand in your truth despite the blows of the fallen ones, for many beings of light offer protection and stand with you at this multidimensional event, and sovereignty reverberates throughout the galaxy at this time. It is time. The revelations will continue to unfold, and in perfect time, humanity will experience a celebration like no other. There is also multidimensional protection over Solomon's temple. And this is significant as prophecy unfolds. Many nations shall come against Israel, but there are hidden gems beneath her soil to uncover. There are still stories to unfold. There is still history to correct. All in due time. I shall visit you again and continue to protect and guide those who seek me out and trust in my love and power to bring light and peace to the just. The Song of Solomon shall be sung once again, and this is the song of love, and so it is. I am Gabriel, annunciator of truth. Amen and amen. Thanks to Archangel Gabriel for your wisdom, and we give you gratitude. And this week I've been working with the crystal or the stone called charolite or cross stone. And I feel like it has a very protective energy, as the cross within it, to me, brings the energy of the four directions and the protection of Yeshua and the ancestors. And it also helps with grounding, balancing, problem solving, creativity, insight, and spiritual growth. Thank you for being here and for all your beautiful comments, likes, subscribes, and it really helps the channel to please share this with like-minded people if you feel called. And if you'd like your own channeled message or readings or energy work and other services, please go to redmountainshaman.com to learn more. Until next Sunday, wishing you all a great week and sending you all love. Until next week, take care.